The truth that demands a verdict. You know, if you're in a game and you don't know the rules to the game, what possible chance do you have to be successful or to win the game? Well, I'm Joe Norman here in Wooster, Ohio. I grew up in tiny Holmes County. I immediately was attracted to sports, was very blessed, had some great success in high school, went on to college where I was an All-American linebacker and then a second-round draft pick for the Seattle Seahawks. In 1979, I was a 45th player chosen in the NFL draft. And, you know, I had my fair share of success. As you can see, I wasn't 6'6". I didn't weigh 250 pounds, and I didn't run a 4.40. I got where I got because of an intense desire to win, and I've never been afraid to do the hard work and the preparation that it takes to be successful and win. That translated into my business career where no matter what I did, I always wanted to know the facts. I knew that if I was going to have a chance to win, I had to know the rules, number one. And when it comes to business, I was stunned and shocked when I watched two particular life-changing turning point video series. The first one, if you go to YouTube and in the search box, the keywords, type in this word right here, Zeitgeist, and then after that just put a space in there, the Federal Reserve. You'll see a 5-part series that will absolutely change your thinking, absolutely change your way that you look at things as far as business, investments, the U.S. dollar, and what's really happening, and most importantly, who's really in control making the rules and what the rules are. This is huge, folks. And then when it comes to money, one of my favorite, Robert Kiyosaki. Go type that into your keywords on YouTube, why savers are losers, and you're going to get a real healthy dose of reality when it comes to paper derivatives compared to stone cold hard assets. But you know, I go back to in time when I was a kid. I would never forget the first time I watched The Wizard of Oz. You remember the scene when they're coming down the hallway, Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Lion, of course, little Toto, and they're got to get about halfway down there, and then they saw this horrible, terrible, frightening person, I guess, or what they viewed as a wizard or even a god-type figure. I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you? You know, projected up on the screen, when in reality, it's just a little frail old man behind the curtain. And they really didn't know that there was a man behind the curtain for most of the movie. But the bottom line is, when it comes to living in this world, we've been watching and paying attention to the illusion, not the man behind the curtain. I'm going to take you back in time, October 2008, over $10 trillion of asset value transferred. You probably know some people that got hit hard when the bottom fell out of the market. And you know what? That money actually was taken by the man behind the curtain. Most people only recovered a fraction since that time of what they once had and worked years to accumulate. And most of these people are blaming those that did not take their money. People were and still are told that everything will be okay. There's nothing to be concerned about. It'll come back by the media and the politicians. And the question is, are you going to continue to believe them? You know, there's a healthy and growing number of people that know better and are not happy about it, and they're making their feelings known because the man behind the curtain continues to go about his merry way because he's A, undetected, B, he's telling people that everything is okay, your government will get everything back on track. Relax. Go back to work. Trust us. Don't touch your portfolio. Things will get better. Don't panic and do something so foolish as to sell all your stocks and put them into something that is not going to pay us. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar in the last 2 years has lost 42% of its purchasing power. Why? Well, because of massive debt, inflation, and more money being created and added to the money supply. What's the man behind the curtain doing? Where's he putting his money? Well, central banks are net buyers of gold. The rich, the elite, net buyers of what? Gold. Gold is at or near record highs. Just yesterday alone, it was up $31 an ounce. Gold businesses, and I'm talking about any gold business, from the miners to the refinery, the mint, even up to brick and mortar stores that are in the gold. Everywhere you turn, guys, you see, come see us and bring your jewelry, gold, and we'll give you cash. Why? They're making record profits, preying on the cash-strapped poor. And the direct sales industry, let's talk a minute about the direct sales industry. I've been involved in several business entities, but I've also been involved in direct sales for 25 years. And I've noticed gold businesses are doing extremely well, and they're poised for even more record growth, sales, and profits. You know what? The money secret, it's not for just the rich. The direct sales industry is cyclical in nature, just like anything else in life. There's ups, there's downs. You know what? During boom times, good times, rising water lifts all boats. You know what? When money's flowing free and easy, pick a good company, you'll do well if you do the right things. But inflationary and market downturn cycles slow and maybe even halt the growth and momentum of most companies in the industries. And so you can either be in denial of that fact. That's not my opinion. We got the chart and the numbers to prove it, because in 2008, when the bottom fell out of the market, we entered into a down cycle. And a lot of people that are what I call crusty old veterans have been hanging on to positions for 5 years, 10 years, or even more. They're feeling it because their checks are down, their revenues are down, the retention's down, and in fact it's at an all-time low. And if you go to businessforhome.org, you'll see what I'm talking about. Again, this is not my opinion. The industry's top money earners in the last 2-3 years, I've noticed they're all, not all, but most are looking for a new home. Why? Because they have buckets with holes in the bottom. They work their rear ends off to put more volume in, they and their group, only to lose more out of the bottom. Sound familiar? Well, you can paddle against the current if you want to, or you can paddle with the current. Remember, this is a cyclical industry. If you go back in time, every downturn, it's the gold companies that do well. Everything else, it's like paddle. I'm not saying you can't do well now. You can, but you're going to have to paddle awful hard to make up ground against this strong current that is the economic environment, guys. People can't afford auto ships. People can't afford enrollment fees. If your opportunity has an enrollment fee, auto ship requirements, your company has to nickel and dime their distributors with all these fees, hey, good luck. I'm not saying it can't be done. It can, but it's going to be tough. The truth is we've got $15 trillion in national debt here in the United States that our country's racked up. It's rising every day. USDebtClock.org will tell you the story in real time. We've got record spending, rising inflation, worldwide currency crisis, and there's no plans to stop spending. Worldwide debt, currency, and savings problem are at historic and unprecedented levels. Fundamental and technical indicators project record gold prices are going to continue. I have a friend, guys. He's got an older brother that's actually the president of American Express. And he told me a story a couple weeks ago that just rocked my world. You know, he and the other presidents of financial institutions were called to attend an urgent meeting with President Obama where they discussed fiscal policies and other things that I can't tell you, but the truth was revealed in that meeting of where and what their policies are going to be. And right now it's December 1st, 2011, and we know over the next year they're not going to stop spending. They may tell you, the man on the screen may tell you they're going to stop, that things are going to get better, but the man behind the curtain, they're not going to stop spending. They're going to run up record debt, and inflation will continue to increase at unprecedented levels. The elite know that. That's why they're buying gold. My friend's brother returned from that meeting and briefed his younger brother. His advice was get involved in and with the gold industry at some level. Educate and help others help themselves, because the sheep are getting led to slaughter. Phase out of other business models was his advice. And phase out of other business promotional contracts. And I'm going to show you at the next slide what this young man is involved with and the companies in this industry, direct sales industry, that he's producing audio, video, promotional materials for, as well as training systems for. And he also, older brother, advised younger brothers to analyze every gold company, research the industry, look at every company, and I actually spoke with him, and he has a research report several inches thick where they looked at every single company, Gold Line, Bullion Vault, American Gold Reserve. They looked at Numis. They looked at all, KB Vision, Karatbars International. They looked at them all. He has a dossier several inches thick, and came to a conclusion, because his brother said what you need to do is devote not only your own time and attention, but your promotional company to this model if you want to have a chance to win. Well, younger brother has a track record that's very, very impressive. He's been involved at multiple levels with the following companies, including his production company, which produces audio and video promotional materials for, as well as training systems for Mona V, Prepaid Legal, USANA, Organo Gold, ACN, Vima, and a multitude of Fortune 500 companies. Just with Mona V alone, his systems helped them go from $150 million in sales to over $1 billion in a couple short years. So I'd say that his Freedom Movement production company has a pretty good track record of success, and everything that they get involved in, every company they get involved, sees record sales and growth. Well, you are going to see Karatbars International, which is the gold company that he selected, signed a contract with to provide their promotional and training systems, is going to take new levels of success, hit new levels of success. They're going to have KB University, where a complete training system where the affiliates with Karatbars International, all they have to do is register people with a free account, send them to KB University, and this young man and his system is going to completely train and educate just like they would at a college university. They're going to have KB TV, streaming television network, where the leaders can connect with the field on a streaming television network. They've got a core affiliate program, a Money Secret promotional video that you're going to be seeing in the next few days. Remember The Secret with Oprah? How many views that got on YouTube? This will beat that. I've seen it, guys. It's incredible. Record growth in sales will result, and it's going to be much like Dead Doctors Don't Lie, that phenomenon that hit the industry many years ago with a simple cassette that created sales records that still exists to this day until now. The Money Secret. Karatbars International will eclipse those records, and I invite you to get back to the person that shared this information with you. You could continue to glide along with good intentions, but now you know the truth that demands a verdict. So get back to the person that gave you this video. Thank you for your time and attention.